action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on, of course, LeBron James.
He is arguably the best defensive player in the game today. The amazing thing is that he can guard all 5 positions. If you think back, I think that's unprecedented. I don't think anybody has ever had that type of defensive ability in the history of this league.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I mean, and his defense is so good it even makes highlights. How about that? I mean, you love his aggressiveness, chasing down blocks, staying on ball handlers at the hip. I mean, knocking the ball against the backboard. I mean, he does everything, and he does it with such force and agility and flair, but it's kind of understated flair. I mean, he is really quite special as a player.
And so here is Philadelphia. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Carter Williams kicks to Noel. No luck. Some solid defense from Bosch.
You know, Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
Here's Turner after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Now Carter Williams, 6 on the shot clock. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. And back to Coach Erik Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades back.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Haslam, a screen on Young. Up off the screen. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And as he has gained more experience in the league, Wade has taught himself to rely a bit more on his jump shot and a little less on attacking the rim. But still, you see his confidence really lies in his ability to attack the lane.
And Wade, still a player who thrives on getting in the lane, Clark, and for his career, under 30% from long range.
Yeah, you know, his jump shot is more of a mid-range weapon, quite honestly. He loves the bank shot, loves the floaters, and is always looking to get somebody in the air with that pump fake. And usually, more times than not, guys bite and he gets free throws.
He gets to the line, you're right.
Thaddeus Young last season stepping into the full-time power forward role for the Sixers. Just kind of a mismatch waiting to happen because he's undersized at 6'8", but way too quick for most of the guys guarding him.
Now here's Wade. Big shot good by Richardson. There's the feed to Carter Williams. Misses off the left iron.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
And for Thaddeus Young, with the league going more towards quickness and mobility, Clark, that's certainly going to fit his strengths well.
That is absolutely right. He's not a really strong rebounder. His lack of size does make him vulnerable to post up, but he's one of the best slashers in the game. In the end, the mismatches tend to usually play out in his favor.
Here's LeBron after the Sixers pick up 2. He dishes it to Haslam. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Haslam's got his second basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Now, here is Young. Noel dishes to Turner. Count that one. Turner's got his first 2 points.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Now here's Wade. He kicks it to Chalmers. the wing, James. From 18 feet away, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Well, you know, you look at LeBron James, maybe more than any other player in NBA history, he's great in a way that transcends position. Size, skill, savvy, know-how. I mean, he's got it all.
Free throw good, James. And we're going to talk about LeBron's ability to really play any position on the floor. When you look back, has Steve there ever been a player you could say that about?
I'm not sure if you could say that about both ends of the floor. I mean, there's a lot of great defensive players who could guard everybody. Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Offensively, Magic Johnson could play any position he wanted, but to be able to do so at both ends is what separates LeBron James.
The 76ers trail by 5. Carter Williams, the pass to Noel. Carter Williams with the bucket.
Yeah, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
The Heat have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Bosch kicks to Chalmers. Wade on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Ejected by Young. Haslam against Turner. Now the pass to Young. Carter Williams kicks to Richardson. Young, a screen on Bosch. Richardson, good.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
The Heat with the lead. And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. Wade outside. Feeds to LeBron. Pass to Haslam. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Haslam's got 6.
And you can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Now here's Carter Williams, defended by Chalmers. It's Richardson on the wing. He nails it, and it's hard up. He has 5.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
LeBron kicks to Bosch. Chalmers with it. Passes it to Wade. Shot from 12. That's good.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like.
Battier is checked in for Udonis Haslam. And it's the 76ers with the ball, trailing by 2. Now here's Carter Williams. D right on him. And here is Noel, knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Noel.
Spencer Hawes.
Richardson dishes to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, last year nobody was quite sure of the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely, and it'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
Both good from the line that time.
A lot of people picked the Heat to run away with the East last year, and they were right on target. They were just so far and away better than any other team in the East that you just didn't see them losing much during the course of the season.
Now here's Wade. He's got 6. Wade left side. Back to Anderson. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And the Heat lead by 2.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Like as you said, the Heat clinched the East pretty early and were able to rest up a lot of their players down the stretch. Steve, never easy to win when everyone expects you to win games, but the Heat didn't seem fazed by the pressure at all.
Well, this is a championship team, and I think once you win that first title, you get a different level of confidence, and that showed last season as Miami rolled to their 2nd title in a row.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Carter Williams. And here's Chalmers for 3. Jason Richardson pulls it in. 76ers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Now Young inside. Dishes it to Hawes. Banked in off the glass.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Pass to LeBron. Wade outside. To the left wing. Back to Anderson. Unloads from 9 and too long on the shot.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Richardson the pass to Young and stolen by James. Here's Wade. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that. Body control.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful.
And Philadelphia has possession after the Heat pick up 2. Here's Carter Williams. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Miami now. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he's certainly mindful of the shot-blocking presence they'll run up against inside, but he doesn't want them shying away offensively. If anything, he said, we've got to be aggressive, but also patient. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can be successful inside. Guys, let's see how successful they can be.
Hey, Doris, thanks. Steve, Clark, how do you best throw a defense like this off balance to enable your scorers to get comfortable?
I think the key is you need motion. You can't get too stagnant offensively where you're going one-on-one. Activate the offense with ball and player movement.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And then the other part of that, too, to me, Steve, is you got to be ready to take good shots whenever they come available.
Here's Anderson following the basket by Shane Battier. And Moultrie, that time on the assist by Anderson. Moultrie's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. So it's Miami now. Here's LeBron. LeBron gets the screen from Cole. It's Allen with the drive. Here's Anderson. Back to Allen. To the inside. 4 on the clock. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his 2nd basket of the game. Now the 76ers with it. Anderson in the post. He's against Allen. Hawes, no luck.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Carter Williams kicks to White. Moultrie takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
The dish to James. Kicks it to Anderson. He feeds it to Cole. 6 to shoot. Pulls from the top of the key. Shot denied. They retain possession. .115 left to play here in the first. Now here's Carter Williams, covered by Cole. Carter Williams dishes to Moultrie. Carter Williams, the pass to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Moultrie with it, picked up by Battier. Moultrie, that's good.
That's a nice play there. The more contributors this team can get, the better.
And Cole kicks to Anderson. There's the feed to Allen. Back to Anderson. Great touch on the 16-footer. Anderson's got 6.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
76ers trailing. Now Carter Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his second personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Michael Carter Williams. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. That one is no good.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
They get it back. Cole dishes to Battier. Here's Cole, defended by Anderson. Now here's Anderson. Over Hawes. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got 8.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Here's Carter Williams. Shot is off. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Heat out front. They lead by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Arnett Moultrie is out there with Royce White. Then it's Carter Williams. Then it's Noel. And it's Anderson in at the 2 spot. Now, here is Battier. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Battier's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat. The 76ers shooting a superb 63% from the field.
Talk about the definition of a role player, guys. What the perfect role player should look like, I think it's Shane Battier. I mean, he's as good as it gets in that role. An elite defender, can guard anybody, and he can hit the 3 at a pretty good rate. Smart, good passer. Just the epitome of what you want in a role player.
Miami leading by 6. And it's White with the rebound. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded by Haslam. White drives in. The shot misses. The Heat go the other way with it. And, you know, you talk about Battier. He knows how to play his role. He doesn't try to do too much.
And he's got a great basketball IQ, understands angles and percentages. He seems to be able to guard about 3 different positions, and a terrific weak side defender. He's always the guy there waiting to take a charge.
I remember last year in the playoffs, though, he did kind of have that slump shooting the threes, and they had to put him on the bench. They weren't using him in the rotation. It's Anderson with the drive. Noel passes to White. Anderson outside. Fires the 3. Here's Moultrie. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The 76ers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And not a very strong free throw shooting team in general, guys. They shot 73% as a team a year ago.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And he knocks down the first one. Wade, he's checked in for Miami. Chalmers comes in for Cole. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Here is Anderson after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Anderson outside. No good on the triple. The Heat leading by 5. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
Richardson, good.
When he gets the fadeaway to go, I'd still rather see him go straight up with it.
The Heat have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Haslam, a screen on Turner. And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. He dishes it to Haslam. Clock at 6. The pass to Wade. Shoots from the high post. And it's Wade again missing.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Richardson for 3. That's good. Richardson's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
The defense sagged off, and he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Allen dishes to Bosch. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Young's checked in.
Coming on the floor for your 76ers, Thaddeus Young.
Here's Wade. 10 points for him. Another miss by Wade.
He's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. There was a time when Chris Bosh wasn't sure how he'd play at center. He tried to bulk up and change his approach. But he said, quote, after about 3 years, I said, forget it and just be myself. I'm never going to be big and just bulky like that. Now he says, quote, I know it's unorthodox, but I'm not going to waste my time trying to bang in the post against bigger guys. I'm just going to be all over the court. And because of that, I think I've become a much better player. Kevin?
Not the biggest guy, but boy, he is quick, Doris. I think that's one of his advantages. Philadelphia with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Richardson for 3. Bosch grabs the miss. The Heat shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Wade passes to Bosch. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, coming off a title last year, you always wonder if a team will maybe relax a little bit. They usually won't admit to it, but Chris Bosh readily said it at times that his team had a difficult time lighting that fire again.
That free throw, no good. I'm going to go back to what Bosch said. I think that is true for every team, Clark, that comes off a championship, but the usually don't admit it like Bosch did.
Well, you know what? Once you've won it all, there is a bit of a relief and a little malaise that may settle over you. But I've always respected Bosch's candor. He's a guy who doesn't bite his tongue, and he articulates what he feels. And I think it's impressive that they fought back to the finals once more, because that shows they eventually did recapture that fire.
15 seconds on the shot.
He'd have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. James against Young. LeBron right side. Releases from the wing and drills it. James has got 6.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Turner. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. LeBron kicks to Wade. Stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Takes the 3. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Turner.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Anderson against Wade. Stolen by Anderson. Here's the 3. The shot no good. And Miami the other way now.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Now here's Wade. Bosch. The rebound by Turner.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead, and Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra was saying to his team. He mentioned defensive strategy right away. He wants fewer bodies in the paint and more on the perimeter to contest those perimeter jump shots. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Wade. 10 points for him. Anderson dishes to Allen. He kicks it to Wade. 5 on the clock. From 10 feet out. Rejected by Anderson. They get it back. Allen's shot is off.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Young up top. From the high post. The offensive rebound. Here's Hawes. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
The Heat trail by 5. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 15-6 run. Turner gets the screen from Hawes. A 3 from Anderson. And it's Miami with the rebound. LeBron's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one's good. Chalmers has got 6. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see at a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for the 76ers. Stolen by Anderson. Feeds it to Chalmers. Anderson outside. Pass to LeBron. Back to Anderson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Shot clock at 6. Here's James. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
Now here's Carter Williams. Richardson the pass to Carter Williams. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go Clark right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Now here's James. 8 points for him. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And Miami making a change here. Battier's checked in. Passes to Cole. 6 on the shot clock. Miami no good on that time either.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Now here's Richardson. He's got 10. Here's Hawes. Richardson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. With the teardrop and the rejection by James. Time now for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. Right now, he said it looks like a severely sprained ankle, something every player hates to hear. He won't be returning in this one, and it seems like he'll be out of action for quite some time.
Thanks, Doris. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I don't know, though. I mean, one way or another, it seems to me as though it's going to be a long time before we see him back in uniform.
Yeah, such a shame, guys. You always hate to hear of any player getting injured, and this one, this does not sound good.
Here's Wade after the made shot from Hawes. Right wing. Here's Cole. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. And there it is again. Nice make there from Hawes. Hawes got 8 points.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm. Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
1:25 left now here in the second. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded closely. And the shot is good. 8 points for him. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23-18 here last season.
Maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, I mean, they're going to back you.
Here's Turner after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. It's Richardson on the wing. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Richardson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for the Heat. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That is good. Haslam's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
Carter Williams kicks to Richardson. Dishes to Turner, and it's sent back by Haslem. Here's Cole, and that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
19 seconds on the shot.
With 1 on the clock. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. A solid and competitive first half of basketball. LeBron, how do you feel about the team and its performance tonight?
We're doing a good job. We're on the road. You know, our shooters, we missed a couple at the end. Wish we would have went in, but they're going to continue to shoot. But it's going to be a big second half for us. So we got to continue to play like we did in the first half.
Continuity is key, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
Now, presented by Sprint.
What a great way to end the week. A little NBA basketball on 2K Sports. It's been the 76ers scrapping it out. Excellent bench production. The second string coming in, knocking down the shots. Jason Richardson has been clicking through the first two. He's got a dozen points, and on the defensive side of the floor, he's definitely been contributing with some focused defensive work. Also, Miami looking good in the first half. Nice ball movement offensively, making the extra pass, and it's paying off. Dwayne Wade's the game's leading scorer. He's up to 14 points and has been grabbing a few rebounds, too. And we'll be heading back to the court for the rest of our coverage as we go to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. D-Wade really playing well in this one.
He went off in the first two quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. On the wings, it's D-Wade and LeBron James, Haslam and Bosh up front, and it's Chalmers in at the point guard. For the lead, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Young's got his fifth rebound in this one. It's Richardson on the wing. Knocked loose, tries to save it. LeBron with it. Bosh, high post. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bosh has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Heat. 76ers trailing. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Hunter Williams dishes to Noel. Stolen by Chalmers. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Guys, as you know, the Miami Heat try to keep the plays they run as simple as they can and rely on their talent and teamwork to win them games. But playing like that can present its own kind of problems. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "The challenge is not getting bored with simplicity." Simple is what works, though, as evidenced by their back-to-back titles, guys.
Well, Doris, sometimes it makes sense to keep it simple. Thanks. Here's Haslam. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Noel. Now here's Carter Williams. He's guarded by Haslam. The 10-footer. And Noel throws it down.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
He is, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
Here's Wade after the made shot from Noel. Wade passes to Chalmers. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. We talk about big-time career assists. These are the players all-time with the gift of assist. And you look at this list of the all-time leaders, you're looking at the legends of the game, the greats of the game, past and present.
Yeah, names like Mark Jackson, Jason Kidd, John Stockton. Of course, you know, not just great passers, but you look at the longevity. I mean, that's an achievement in its own right.
Now here's Turner. He has 6. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Here's Wade. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wade's got 16.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off. You know, if you just look at the numbers without knowing who Dwayne Wade was, you'd think he was probably 6'7" or 6'8", but the way he blocks shots and rebounds, even at 6'4", he just plays much bigger than he really is.
James outside. Again, the Heat good for 2. And you go back, Clark, to that big man game for Wade, averaging about a block shot a game for his career.
Well, you think about it, he's 6'5", but he actually has a 6'11" wingspan, and you're not going to find a stronger guy at the shooting guard position. He's over 220 pounds, and there's nothing extra there, so he brings a lot to the table.
Chalmers with it, now guarded by Richardson. James outside. Bosch sets the pick for James. And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. Chalmers dishes to James. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Udonis Haslem. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Tipped away and stolen by James.
What a throw down there, man.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Richardson off a pick from Hawes. Richardson the pass to Hawes.
Well, it was a healthy season last year for Spencer Hawes, and maybe not the guy they were hoping to hold down their center spot in Philadelphia after trading for Andrew Bynum during the offseason, but Hawes was more than serviceable in his expanded role in the middle.
The 76ers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. That free throw, no good.
Some good numbers for Hawes. He's got 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
And he's good on the second.
I thought the pressure might get to him a little bit, but he did enough to put them in front.
LeBron up top, Turner covering. Bosch. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Hawes showed his great start in the condensed season of 2011-12. He wasn't a mirage. He played well last season.
Well, he's a finesse center. He's very skilled. He can pass, shoot from long range, and did a pretty good job on the glass, too.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
You know, Miami went to that smaller lineup last season, and a big change in that was having Chris Bosh move over to the 5 spot. Not his natural position, but I thought he held his own both offensively and defensively playing in the middle.
Here is Hawes, and James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 5th rebound in this one. Anderson a screen on Young. LeBron against Young. Great D that time from Hawes. And for Bosch, playing the center, Steve, he's giving up some weight out there.
But he's a very smart defender. He avoids fouls, and you know the way the league is these days, Kevin, most teams play smaller, and Bosch can normally find a center that he can guard without too much trouble. But there are a few matchups around the league that are a problem.
Well, they got the speed and the pressure of that Miami defense. You think they're able to compensate for any lack of size inside by using those other things.
Yeah, that's normally the case against, I would say, the vast majority of the league.
Clock at 4. They get it again. Rejected by Hawes, and he's able to get it back. 76ers trailing. Thaddeus Young on the wing. He's covered by Bosch. Richardson kicks to Hawes. Here's Turner. The 76ers with another miss. The Heat have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. James gets the screen from Bosch. LeBron dishes to Chalmers. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Young, a screen on Bosch. And stolen by LeBron. Pass to Anderson. Back to LeBron. Now the dish to Anderson. The drive by James. Miami no good on that time either.
Boy, he should have made that one. He had plenty of cushion between himself and the defender.
Carter Williams kicks to Young. He feeds it to Richardson. Young sets a screen for Richardson. On the wing, Turner. To stop the drought. And it's blocked by Chalmers. Turner against LeBron. Kicks to Allen. Steps back and drains the jump shot. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Heat?
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
And Steve, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Richardson the pass to Turner. And here is Carter Williams. He's got 10. Young. Rebounded by Chalmers. The drive by Allen. James up top. Right side Bosch. Puts it up from 12 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Turner dishes to Hawes. Back to Turner. The feed to Hawes. And that one's good. Hawes got 11.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He told his guys that they have to improve their defensive rebounding, saying, quote, second chance points can kill us. We need to be more aggressive boxing out. And I think all his guys were in agreement. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Cole. Here's the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Maldry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
While not as dominant on defense as they were a year before, the Heat still were tough at that end of the court. The thing is, you could see them turn it on and turn it off when they needed to defensively, so they always managed to get the key stop when they need it.
That puts them in the lead. Hawes got 13. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it, Clark.
Me too. Man, this has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
And when you're coming off a title like the Heat are, there is, a natural tendency to cruise. But, Clark, you said this, and Steve, I'm sure you want to comment on it. They can turn it up in a hurry.
Well, it's just so much athleticism on this team that if they want to press you in the half court, they usually can force turnovers. And if not, they can also sit back and play a more straight-up defensive style and be very effective that way as well. Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Now, here's Richardson. He's got 12. And here we go. Fast break. Battier's got it. Allen kicks to Bosch. And another basket for Miami.
They've worked the ball around very well. And I'll tell you what, they continue to find good looks from mid-range.
Well, they're just taking what the defense is giving them because the defenders are backing off and daring them to shoot.
Allen against Richardson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Richardson's got 14 points.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And Cole kicks to Battier. Cole, the pass to Bosch. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
And 1:01 left in the third. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Richardson. He dishes it to Moultrie. A shot. Richardson missing again. Well, Heat leading by 5. It's LeBron with the drive. Out to Battier. Trains the three-pointer. Battier's got 5 points in the quarter. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, from the look on his face, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. He's going to come out of the game right now and get that thing checked out.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Noel comes in for Spencer Hawes. And it's Turner in for Jason Richardson. And then for Miami, Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Bosch. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Ray Allen.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's James. Again, the Heat good for 2.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
And here is Turner. 8 points for him. Looking to end the run. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Now he hit his foul shots at about a 74% clip last season.
That free throw good from Turner. Seven seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Battier, and there's the rejection. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. To a close. The 76ers trail by 7. Noel is out there with Arnett Moultrie. Then it's Royce White. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's Turner in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Here's Cole. Wade outside. James outside. Just 5 to shoot. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up. LeBron's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Heat. There's the pass to White. He kicks it to Noel. Some solid defense from Battier.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Carter Williams dishes to Noel. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And Miami making a change here. Chalmers is checked in.
Mario Chalmers.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Battier outside. Battier gets a screen from Chalmers. Wade kicks to Haslem. That one goes. Count it. And the Heat lead by 13.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Feeds it to Noel. Poked loose. Stolen by Wade. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about that nice 1-2 punch there, guys? Great defensive play, and of course, it leads to the great basket in transition.
Love the attacking style there, Steve.
Shot's good by Turner. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Chalmers. LeBron outside. Back to Chalmers. LeBron outside. 6 to shoot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, for LeBron James, guys, the stats say it all. He's always a beast. But when you play him at the power forward position, his numbers take on a whole nother level of excellence.
Free throw good, LeBron. And Clark, you mentioned LeBron playing at the 4 being a tough matchup for teams. Steve, why is that?
Well, we've seen the same thing with Carmelo Anthony, a guy who's playing at the 4, who has great size and strength, but also ball handling ability. It compromises the defense, particularly when you put shooters around him.
He doesn't get the second one.
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south, and part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
Coleman here now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Jason Richardson's injury. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. We're starting to get into the grinding part of the season, and it has to be a real blow to this team to lose a player like him at a time like this.
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and we know one thing, Kevin. This guy loves to play, so he's going to do everything possible to get back out onto the court.
Definitely. Let's hope it's a speedy recovery for him.
Now here's LeBron after the miss from Noel. Chalmers passes to Bosh. Now here's Chalmers, guarded by Roten. Here's Turner. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad timing. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare. Then the Pacers really took them deep all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against them. It almost seemed, Clark, to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7. It came down to LeBron James's brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier.
The 10-footer. The shot is off, and it's Miami the other way.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Now Turner, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. The kick out to Young. To the inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I think you have to be physical to be a dominant player in the NBA. But Spencer Hawes shows that you can also be effective without being kind of a grinder inside. He's a very skilled passer and shooter, even from the block, and that's what makes him such a good asset on this team.
And he makes the first. Going back to Hawes, he is in a banger down low, but his ability to stretch the defense. Clark with his outside shooting and passing more than makes up for it.
And, he might not be the prototype in terms of what a dominant player in the NBA looks like, but he'll always find a spot on the roster and be a long-term player, because when you have his size and can find the open guy and hit open shots, there's always a job for you.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Miami leading by 11. Now Chalmers. James outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Young's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Carter Williams to the middle. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Hawes.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Timeout called the Heat.
Part of being a championship team is having the talent first and foremost, but then managing the minutes of that talent. The Heat, I thought, did a nice job monitoring the minutes of the big three throughout the season and playoffs last year.
Allen's checked in for the Heat. Here's Bosch. On the wing, James. Pass to Haslem. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. Miami no good on that time either. As you said, Clark, the big three in their prime, but really you want them to just get their work in during the season, not exhaust themselves before they make it to the playoffs.
I thought, Kevin, along those lines, I thought by the end of last season, Miami was exhausted. And once you try to win a 3rd title in a row, the emotional fatigue and exhaustion really becomes a factor. So this is going to be interesting to watch all year.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Hawes, and they call an illegal screen here.
He had pretty much played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's really the only time he's turned it over so far.
And Philadelphia has possession. 7-point differential. Carter Williams dishes to Hawes. To the wing right side. And Moultrie kicks to Hawes. The wing jumper off target.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Here's Carter Williams. Ray Allen picking up that last basket. Moultrie, the pass to Young. Carter Williams with it. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Moultrie kicks to Young. Just 5 on the clock. LeBron with some nice D.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Allen with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Allen's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 9. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Hawes dishes to Young. Young sets a screen for Carter Williams. And Hawes kicks to Turner. He's feeling it. Shot's good. Turner's got 11 in the second half.
They've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Really not hard to argue that Ray Allen is one of the greatest shooters of all time, but with his ability to stay healthy and still contribute, how much longer can he play? I mean, that shot isn't going away anytime soon, fellas.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Noel comes in for Spencer Hawes. And it's Tony Wroten in for Arnett Moultrie.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
We talk about the longevity of Ray Allen. He's had some ankle and foot injuries over his career, but his conditioning, Steve, has never been a question.
Never. And his style of play, where he runs defenders around, coming off screens, demands that kind of fitness, both from him and, of course, whoever's guarding him as well.
Here's Allen. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Haslam, the pass to LeBron. Puts up the baby hook, and that one's good. James has got 21.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin, and they need his points, and he's providing them.
And here is Carter Williams. Passes it to Young. And an air ball on that one. Way off.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Now here's Turner. Wroten dishes to Young. Another shot. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The drive by LeBron. Dishes it to Chalmers. Allen kicks to LeBron, and Tony Wroten gets the whistle there. That is his first foul of the game. James against Turner. Goes back up. James misses.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
1:46 left in the fourth. There's the bucket. Good. And it's 7 points here for Thaddeus Young.
And things are going to come way too easy for him if he can get that deep post position.
I agree with you, Steve. You got to deny him the ball down there as best you can. You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're behind by 8. 1:36 left in the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He said, now's the time to open things up. Let's start firing away and get that defense on the ropes. Also, he wants them getting energetic on defense. He told them to cover the whole court and try to cause as much chaos as possible. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Now, here's Chalmers. And Young comes over to help. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Wroten the pass to Young. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Shots good by Turner.
He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
Well, he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up there. 4 for 4 shooting here in the quarter.
Now here's Allen. And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
Here's Carter Williams. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And this is why you need size inside. The ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
And that's an intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're down by 7. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Young, here we go. Here's Turner. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Chalmers. And so it's Miami winning this one.